And you mentioned earlier, the media enablers like Stephanopoulos who will run cover for the Bidens of the world and try to make people like Nancy Mace look like they're on the wrong side of rape, an actual rape victim. And that continued as late as this morning and will continue to, I'm sure, because that clip that we showed of Stephanopoulos with Nancy Mace is being used by the left. The left is loving that today. They're ripping on her. And again, none of them will show the fact that he brought it up. He got into the segment with her by running the clip about her rape. She didn't go there. She didn't just go, hey, I'm a rape victim. You can't ask me about Trump. He set it up that way. That's why she was defensive. Of course. It's so dishonest. So here's a flavor for how they covered it this morning on Morning Joe. Watch.
It's just not offensive, and she's not shamed because she's incapable of being shamed.
Although she tried to shame Megyn Carroll. My God.
What we saw from Representative Mace there, it was indeed, even though she's impossible to be shamed, it was shameful, trying to twist what George Stephanopoulos did and go on the political attack, tried to hide behind something, of course, that truly terrible happened in order to defend her support of Donald Trump.
Oh my God. That last guy, Jonathan Lemire, is the chief White House. He's the bureau chief, the White House bureau chief for Politico, which is, he's supposed to be a nonpartisan person, also hosts a morning show on MSNBC. She's trying to hide behind her rape. You mean the one that was thrown in her face by Stephanopoulos? And once again, Morning Joe didn't show that that's how it was set up. It's just grossly dishonest, Andrew. And the truth is, they're influential. People will look at that and dismiss her as like, oh, she just tried to use her rape to get out of the question.
Well, I think that's right. I think they've lost a lot of their credibility. You're talking about NBC, remember, that covered up Harvey Weinstein, that actually shut down Ronan Farrow's book about Harvey Weinstein in order to cover up, because their Hollywood end, Universal, wanted to protect Harvey, while they were covering up Matt Lauer's depredations of his staff. I mean, Matt Lauer was accused of sodomizing a woman while she begged him in tears not to. He was accused of taking an assistant and attacking her so badly she fainted and passed out and had to be taken to the infirmary. I mean, and they silenced all of that for years. You can't tell me they didn't know the guy was doing this in his office, where he had a button that locked the door after women came in, or I should say allegedly, since he hasn't been put on trial. But still, they did everything they could to cover this stuff up. And now they're going to tell us that they're going to elevate George Stephanopoulos, again, literally his only credential for doing what he does at ABC was stopping, quote unquote, bimbo eruptions for Bill Clinton, a alleged serial abuser.
Where are the rape crisis centers and women's support groups right now? Because Nancy Mace, the only thing they say that she attacked Megyn Carroll in that segment. No, she didn't. She said, I didn't like the way she laughed about what she was going to do with Donald Trump's money after her verdict. It diminished rape victims. And she's right. A lot of people ran with, she looks like a money grubber. Look at her like with, I can't wait. I'm going to buy you an apartment. Rachel, you want Paris? I'll buy you Paris. That's all she said when she was trying to explain why she wasn't all that persuaded by Megyn Carroll and didn't much appreciate the way she talked about rape. It's sexy. Can't wait to spend my money. That's all she did. But where are the women's advocates now to stand up for Nancy Mace? Because if a Bill O'Reilly or a Tucker Carlson or a Sean Hannity did this to a female rape victim who was a Democrat, right, who came on their show and tried to get up in their grill, they would be speaking out, right? But she will get no support other than from people on the right wing or who are objective on center right.
Well, I've always wondered this about feminism, of organizations like Now and things, why they are inherently leftist. Why do they have to be inherently leftist? So NBC is covering up for Harvey Weinstein, covering up for Matt Lauer, and then they strategically release this tape of Donald Trump, doling out locker room talk about women. And that suddenly starts this movement. Women are pouring out into the streets, with the pink hats and all this stuff. when Brett Kavanaugh is accused by a woman who can't even prove that she's ever met him, that he did something when they were teens, this is amazing. They're storming the Capitol. But when Tara Reade says that Joe Biden threw her up against a wall and penetrated her with his fingers, not only does the New York Times wait, I think it was 20 days before they even covered it, and then bury it on the inside of paper on Easter Sunday and basically dismiss it without any kind of investigation whatsoever. But where are the same women's groups? Why are they inherently leftist? I don't understand why there is not a feminism that basically
honestly,
says,
I think the answer is abortion. That's their North Star.
That's what they always say.
If you're going to vote for abortion, they'll protect you and favor you and defend you. And if you're not, then you can go under the bus. That's what happened when Tara Reade went to Time's Up. Joe Biden's top person, Anita Dunn, his top comms person, was helping run it. And they put Tara Reade under that bus and backed up over her twice as the media came out and tried to say she was some low-life loser who had a bankruptcy. It was absolutely disgusting. Do you owe back taxes? Pandemic relief is now over. Along with hiring thousands of new agents and field officers, oh joy, the IRS has kicked off 2024 by sending over 5 million pay-up letters to those who have unfiled tax returns or balances owed. Don't waive your rights and speak with them on your own. Tax Network USA, a trusted tax relief firm, has saved over $1 billion in back taxes for their clients, and they can help you secure the best deal possible. Whether you owe $10,000 or $10 million, they can help you. Whether it's business or personal taxes, even if you have the means to pay or you're on a fixed income, they can help finally resolve your tax burdens once and for all. Call 1-800-245-6000 for a private, free consultation, or just visit tnusa.com/Megyn. tnusa.com/Megyn. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.